Hello again. Huskies here to bring you another game of Hockey Ultimate Team on NHL 17. Last episode I did a pretty in-depth review of my feelings about the new game. Generally pleased with it. This time, let's see, I've kind of explained HUT. Oh, of course, 18 and 10, right? This should be a good game. Like I said, I kind of explained HUT, but I guess I could. Oh, the red's wrong. These jerseys don't work. I have to find better jerseys. I guess I can just go a little more into detail about HUT in terms of synergies, why you want them, what they do for your team, what they replaced. But before I do that, yet again, I feel like I change my lineup every video, but I yet again changed my lineup. I dropped Hossa, Sharp, Olimata, and Seth Jones in favor of Mike Green, Nail Yakupov. Oh shit! Oh, I just pushed go there, didn't it? Yakupov, Tomas Hertl. Who's the other one? I hate this. I can never remember. I just changed it like yesterday. Damn it. Alright, well, I'm sure I'll see him. Oh, Rick Nash is one of them. And the fourth one? I said three, right? I said Mike Green, Tomas Hertl, Rick Nash, and Nail Yakupov. I know that's four of them. I dropped the defensively responsible synergy, which gave the aforementioned players that I removed defensive stat bonuses, or the Wicked Wrister synergy, which gives Nash, Yakupov, Green, and Hertl wrist shot power and accuracy bonuses. Oh, great, Landeskog's hurt. I've been struggling a little bit to score just on shooting the puck, so I'm hoping that synergy will help. I also swapped out Alex Goligoski for Morgan Riley, and I think I made one other defensive change. Oh, and it's cheesy, but I've got Tomas Hertl playing defense so that I can get his synergy. Because there's only one defenseman that has a Wicked Wrister synergy, and it's Mike Green. Oh goodness, I'm trying to think. I made one other change defensively. I don't remember what I did though. Well, I'm sure I'll see him. Oh shit! Give me Riley. There we go. Nice D. But to go back to what I wanted to talk about, a little more in depth of HUT, some of the newer features to it. Synergy is the big one. Like I said, I describe what I have every game just about, just to give a little overview of my team. Oh, I've got Keith Yandel. That's what I did. I don't remember who I replaced, but I put Keith Yandel in the lineup. So I have Yandel and Riley on defense now instead of Goligoski and somebody. But synergies are basically, if you played HUT the years previous. Oh, did we take a penalty? Oh, no, they did good. If you played HUT years previous, there were things like +7 skating, +9 shooting, plus whatever hands. Synergies essentially take the place of those, because they give you stat bonuses that those normally would. And because there's no duration cards like there used to be, or all those, there we go, Petty, Patrick Marleau, not Petty. Because you have these synergies, it's a little easier to give your team little stat boosts that you used to be able to do through bonus cards. It just takes a step out, because the past 2 years those cards have not been worth anything, because you only got those plus whatevers for one game at a time. Unless you had duration cards, and the most you could get was 15 at a time. 15 games with your upgraded stats, and that's just, it was silly. Nobody did it. It was dumb. Because this is built into the core of every player's cards, they have a synergy type. It's a little easier to manage. I think there's 4 team synergies that give your entire team certain stat boosts. Largely those are, the goalies have those, and coaches have them. There are certain forwards and defensemen that have them as well, but the bulk of those, because they require the most points to activate, it'll be a coach and a goalie, because you can have 2 goalies, and the coaches are the gold coaches, which are the NHL level. Oh, come on. NHL level coaches are worth 3 synergy points out of the 8 you would need for a team synergy. In addition to the 4 team synergies, I believe there's 8 player synergies. I could be wrong though, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, go in. I think the best way to do it is, not best, easiest thing to do is I think 3 individual synergies, which would be 3 groups of 4 mostly, and 1 team, which would be another 3 to 4 players. And your team is pretty well boosted across the board, depending on what you did. Oh, that's gonna be picked. There's certain ones that are like, I know the cheesiest one that most people do in terms of team synergies is Team Wheel, because it's a speed boost to your entire team. The only issue with that is the players that you would have to use. Some of the forwards, they're pretty bad. I mean, so your 4th line would really, oh boy. Your 4th line would really struggle if you're going for Team Wheel. This dude doesn't play as defenseman at all. It's so boring. But yeah, there's stuff like shooting bonuses, passing bonuses, defensive bonuses, hitting bonuses, skating bonuses, just little things like that. There's a face-off specific individual one where you could get 4 centers that all have face-off master, which gives them a boost to their already good face-offs. That's another cheesy one, but there aren't too many centers that are just solely for, like, I think the one I have that's face-off master, he's not in my lineup anymore, but it was Miku Koivu. But in addition to synergies, they've added sets, which over the past few years, you would open packs and you'd get a whole load of jerseys and contracts, coaches, arenas, logos, and you could only use 2 jerseys and a logo at a time. And if you had gotten any duplicates, you would just have to quick sell them for a small amount of coins. Now they've given you an option to hold on to your duplicates and apply them to sets, which once you get a certain amount of a set, you can trade that in for a collectible, and the collectible can then be traded in for certain rewards. Oh, hit the net, come on. Oh, shit. Oh, skate. He's gonna go outside. Yeah, nice poke. Oh, and he got a penalty for goalie interference, nice. But back to the sets thing. I think it's 10 jerseys, 10 logos, 10 arenas, or 10 coaches, and you get 1 gold collectible, which you can turn into certain different rewards if you have enough of them. Usually the rewards require multiple gold collectibles. There's stuff like packs you can open, certain players, quick sell rewards, like so you can get a bit of coins for your collectibles. Oh, shit. Nice save, Crawford. The sets are a cool little thing. It's if you're a big pack guy, it's really nice for you. Since I'm not a big pack person, I get my 1 free pack a week for pre-order in the game. That's about it. Oh, Zuccarello's in, backhand, goal. Backhand is so cheesy in this game. But hey, he gave me a breakaway. So the sets really help, and they'll come out with certain specialty sets throughout the year, like they're doing a World Cup of Hockey one going on because that's currently in progress. Oh, good walk, kid, back in. Oh, I went for him. So they've given you ways to get players and get packs without just mindlessly grinding games or putting money into the game, which is nice. They've also got a mode that was specifically with HUT, and it's called Draft Champions. It's very similar to HUT in terms that you get pretty much a fantasy team. You pick you're given 4 themes to pick from at a time. Themes can be like Best of the World Cup, uh, best of the Canadian teams, like players that are only on Canadian teams, players of Canadian heritage, European heritage, American heritage. I feel like I already said under 25, but I'll say it again just in case. You have All-Stars, Alumni, you have Stanley Cup Champion. I think there's 12, 14 teams in total. It's a fun little mode. It allows you to, it gives you a base team depending on that theme. And once you have your base team, oh, nice shot. Once you have your base team, you go in and you draft 12 new players to replace players, and they can be anywhere from 85 overall to 94, so you can pull the hero cards that are 94 overalls, you can get legends, you can get World Cup cards. It's a neat little thing to allow players that probably will never have these specialty cards because they cost so much and they're so rare to play with them and experience them. After you've drafted your team, you'll have a 4-game tournament, basically, against either the AI, if you choose to do that, or against human players. For each of the 4 games you win, you get a draft champion collectible, which goes directly into HUT, and allows you to trade them in for certain things. You can trade 2 of them in for an 85, or a gold player, essentially. Common or rare. So those can either be really worth it or really not worth it. Oh, another backhand shelf. It's so cheesy. But you can do bigger trade-ups, like I think 10 of them for a gold pack, 50 of them for an 88 overall player. Right now it's Nicholas Grossman, Ray Emery, or Manny Malhotra. Or you can hold on to them even longer and do 100 trade-ins of those collectibles for the same 3 players I mentioned, but they're 92 overalls. And I'm assuming that they will add more boosted overall players as the game gets further into the season. Draft champion, just another way it is. If you're not a fan of just playing HUT, but you want to play with good players, without having to spend hundreds of, maybe thousands of dollars to get packs and open these players. So it's a nice little addition to give HUT more something to do. Oh, I'm gonna give up a goal here. Yep. One of the downsides to HUT is it's all cheese once you get to a certain division level or rank, I suppose. I'm not even that high. I'm only in Division 5. Yeah, this kid's doing the same shit every shot. Alright. I'm done being nice.
He's in on an onside play. Good hand to eye, and the reach of the stick.
Oh, okay.
2 sticks together, it goes to the offense. Snapping a pass.
Yeah, so the sets are, and the draft champion is cool, the sets are cool.
And he continues with it up the wing.
Oh boy.
Tip to the net.
Struggling a little bit this game. You're not going to hit Zooks, you're too slow. Oh, I had that. But that's really all I had. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to get into.
Able to make a quality blocker save here. It looked like he was beaten.
I mean, I guess I could talk about the gameplay a little more. The gameplay itself sucks. It's trash. As you've seen me give up 2 of the exact same shots from the exact same spot with an 88 overall goalie. The gameplay will always be bad in HUT. It caters to the bad players that play it, just because there's so many people that play HUT. They can't make it too hard, or people will stop playing it. So there's definitely certain goals that are like, I'll score one right here that's just cheese ball like that. That's 100% cheese, and it goes in 100% of the time. All you have to do is go forehand or backhand towards the middle of the net, and then back to the outside, and the goalie goes flying off to the middle of the crease. So if you're going to play HUT, you really need to understand what you're getting yourself into. Down in Division 10 and 9, you can kind of get away with having clean games. But once you get to anywhere near where people play it on a daily basis, it's cheese. It's glitch goals, it's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, this kid's actually playing well. If he was playing real hockey, I probably would be losing 5-1. But because he doesn't play any defense with his actual defenseman, he just skates with his forwards. relies on his AI to save him. He can't stop me from scoring these cheese goals.
Nice standing poke check by Oshie.
And that sucks, and I don't like playing cheesy. But
Possession taken
I've also been playing Hut for
moving it to Larkin.
5 or 6 years now, and it comes with the territory.
Good poke check by Shea Weber.
Every year I'm Division 1 regardless of my team because I know how to play. More importantly, I know how to play defense, usually. This game's not a prime example of that. Just gonna go right around your buds, thanks. Yakupov, down low. To the middle, Larkin, back to Yak. Oh, couldn't get a shot off. But yeah, if you know how to play any sort of defense and you know how to score at least one cheese goal, you're gonna progress through the levels and Hut very quickly. That's all you really need to do. Understand how to stop cheese and understand how to score cheese. You're basically like, see, this dude's not even playing defense. Like, he just skates back with his defenseman, and he almost gives up a goal because of it. And so, oh, he does give up. Oh, they're gonna call goal interference. I was kind of riding him. Grab a drink of water real quick.
Toronto's going to have to wait to see if this goal counts. As soon as the puck entered the net, the ref waved it off. I'm not really sure why. We'll have to find out.
That's better. Another thing in this game that's pretty broken is goal interference. This is a prime example of a good goal interference call. But there are lots that are just very bad. There's missed calls. Like, I've had a few where I've run the goalie into the corner and still gotten a goal. It's whatever they do to detect goal interference, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked for the past 2 years, and it probably won't ever work. But hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, go Riley.
Into the end of attack. Taken toward the neutral zone.
You're just gonna skate and do the same shot. Yeah.
Puck collected. Oh, what a
No
save.
creativity. I don't see how people play this way. Like, it's no fun to skate in and do the same shot every single time. I try very hard to play a fun style of hockey, which is move the puck. My favorite goals are the ones where I pass the puck 4 or 5 times and lead to a goal, or I cycle out of a corner. Just because people don't know how to play against that. They only know how to play against cheese. They don't understand what real hockey is.
Slides it to the point to Riley.
Like, I'll go down low, I'll go right in front of the net. Oh, he got lucky his AI was there.
Laid on to
No, I turned it over. Shit.
moving along through the neutral zone. Good standing poke check by Marlowe.
And pass in front of the net. Yep. This kid either goes for a one-time or he goes for that far side shot. There's no
The Huskies have it between the blue lines.
get walked, bro.
Right in front. Big point.
And I love dangling people. It's so much fun because nobody knows how to play defense.
Pitching it to Van Riemsdyk. Nice poke check.
You can have some with some of the deeks in this game. You can have a lot of fun with people. That's my big thing in ESHL is I love dangling.
Gets in, looks over his options here.
Oh, I turned it over. Come on, find it.
In their own end, keeps it going.
It's gonna come back to this side. Yep.
And he
Turn it
steps
over.
across the line. Trying to
It's so
go to the
sad.
opening.
I wish Hut was real gameplay because I would love to
Van Riemsdyk.
actually play real hockey with some of the players that I have against some of the teams.
Hammers one.
The best way to beat cheese is to
Jabbed away by
play real hockey because ideally if you have possession of the puck,
moved along and
they can't do anything. The only issue is
and the pickup.
you can outshoot a guy like 30 to 5, but because of cheese and glitch goals, it'll be 1-to-1. So, I mean, it's frustrating, yeah, but I've gotten to the point where I don't care. I just play because I enjoy playing hockey, and
He is jolted into the stanchion.
I generally like this game. I don't know why I still play Hut. I guess it's just because it's something easy to play. I see every fucking time, man. This is so stupid.
Gathered up again by Mike.
I haven't had too many bad experiences like this year. Mostly it's been good games, but this is definitely an exception.
Nicely into the
This
zone.
guy is as cheesy as you can get.
On to Green.
Oh, I had him.
Superb defensive play by Patrice Bergeron.
Actually, puck buds.
Mishandled thanks to the roadblock. Bounced off the
Gosh,
boards.
to spare.
Green.
Oh,
Speared along by
Eichel's in, backhand. Oh,
A
get that
shot.
critter.
Great save in close.
I see. Nobody knows how to play against a forecheck either.
Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
I don't know. He's gonna tie the game right here. That watch.
Final seconds, or maybe not.
Fucking Christ. Now that shot there was a soft little backhand that he was shooting for my goalie's blocker because usually it's a rebound right to the front of the net. Luckily he missed the net there, so... Oh, hey buds. Oh, keep it in. Nice keep. Oh, penalty. Nice. Let's see if I can get one quicker to put the game away. Another thing with Hunter is if you know how to score on the power play, you will win just about every game. Because people take nothing but penalties, all the stick checks there are. Oh, what a save. My big thing is to play the umbrella, because it's finally fixed in this game. Oops. But for the past few years, the umbrella, your outside one-timers, refuse to go anywhere near the net, so you're basically trying to take one-timers from the boards, and usually that doesn't work. God, this kid does the same shit, it's so frustrating. Here comes a tying goal, watch. Oh, good defense, look at me. Nope. And that is game. Alright, well, that there is a prime example of what happens when you match up with a cheese ball. I've got to get a different red from my, the red's not matching the Crawford's pads. But yeah, that was probably one of the cheesier games I've played in terms of the kid did this. Hey, look, it's the same shot. Come in and shoot far side. I still don't know why that's goalie interference. His own guy put it in the net, but hey, whatever. And then my cheese goal. Inside, outside, goal. That's the big cheese. At least that I've noticed. That's the only thing that's 100% going to go in every time. I bet if we... Oh, that was the Division 6 title. What did the Division 5? Nice little coin reward. I went 6-2 in that division. In each division, you have to win more games. Division 6, you have to win at least 6 games. Division 5, you have to win at least 7 games. So on and so forth. I see the stats were pretty even. I just had better time on attack, and I didn't take penalties. All he had to do was not play so cheesy, and he probably wins that game. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one for hopefully a cheese-free game.